Although Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiance, has never publicly acknowledged, confirmed, or denied getting plastic surgery or fillers, it's undeniable that she has gotten an insane amount of work done to her face and body. And it's getting to the point where people are spreading doctored photos of Lauren Sanchez, and we're not able to tell which ones are real or fake.
I could tell that this photo was fake.
This one specifically.
Anybody looking at this could tell that this was fake. Though, in today's world, not unrealistic.
No.
Fake.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to tell this one specifically was fake. She looks absolutely horrifying.
She
in
looks
this one,
like Jigsaw.
There were others.
The way Madonna looked like Jigsaw in that one photo, and the Madonna photo was real.
There were others, though, that did seem ambiguous to me.
Money.
Yeah.
So, do you have other before and afters?
We've got this one here, the video, though. So here we go.
That one's fake. I could tell that that one's
to
fake.
Lauren Sanchez? I guess that money kind of went to her head.
Okay, that was clever.
There are some showing Lauren Sanchez from before she got work done compared to after.
So, okay, so the one on the left, and they did the annoying thing where they put the after on the left.
Right.
Come on, man.
But that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that
that's real.
The after photo is real.
Yeah, but that one's more normal. It's less obviously egregious than the one that everybody's sharing around.
And then, do you have the one from Sarah Sansoni?
Yep.
She was so naturally beautiful, looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Lauren Sanchez now looks like the guy from Saw.
Yeah, she does.
And I can't tell, again, if this after photo is photoshopped.
I think it's doctored.
I don't know, though.
I think it's
I
doctored.
can't tell anymore. I feel like even Lauren Sanchez can't tell what she looks like anymore, which is why she's gotten so much work done. You just completely, you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself anymore.
What is it that she did before she met Jeff Bezos? She ran like a helicopter company or something?
I know she was a pilot.
Yeah, okay, she was a pilot.
She was also a news anchor, was she not?
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot of things. She's worn a lot of hats. But I think that she needs to do something to reverse the damage. Not all of it can be reversed, but she really looks inhuman at this point. And it's sad because you look at these before photos and she really was a natural beauty and never needed to change a single thing on her face.
Given her outfit she wore to the inauguration, I'm guessing this is right up her alley, and she's probably really happy with the work that's been done.
I actually was listening to a podcast of a few women discussing Lauren Sanchez and her plastic surgery, the way she dresses, and they actually find her strangely relatable.
How so?
Because when someone gets that extreme level of work done on themselves, you can tell that they are plagued with insecurity. So we know something incredibly vulnerable about Lauren Sanchez just based on her botched face. I mean, you know that she has dealt with very deep insecurity about her appearance for a long time now, which is why she's gone to such extreme lengths to go under the knife. And that kind of confers some weird relatability over her that I wouldn't have expected for the fiance of a multi-billionaire.
For women especially, that type of vulnerability is a form of currency in the current world, which is like, there's a reason why women seem to love to share the most embarrassing stories of their lives, and why it seems even weirder when men do it.
Well, that one thing that they specifically said on that podcast I was listening to is, I wouldn't feel uncomfortable to be in a bikini around Lauren Sanchez and have photos taken of us. Because because even though she has altered her body and face so extremely, they would feel like they don't even get compared because they're in different categories of a real woman and a fake woman.
Okay.
Like, she's so fake looking that no woman would ever...
It becomes anomalous,
Yeah.
and it becomes a talking point unto itself.
Right.
Where they'd actually fall to the background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yet you, being like a more normal looking woman, would actually not feel like you could be compared to her because she's such an anomaly.
Did you see the list that like ranking list that was going around on X like yesterday again. It's old, I believe. It's like women rating women and then men rating the same women, and they put them in order of 5 to 1.
I think
you
so.
See that? It
yeah.
was like it's the way I saw that, which is like the women rate it really inorganically and put like the least attractive women at the front, and then the men rated it
because they're trying to be nice
in a more normal way. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jubilee or some similar channel on YouTube does that in person, where they
That's
get a
what
group
it was
together.
Done. Yeah, that's what it was done.
Yeah, and the women rate each other based on outfits and hairstyles and makeup instead of just how someone actually looks.
So is she held to a different standard than other women?
Lauren Sanchez?
Yeah, are her physical appearances held to a different standard than regular women by women?
I mean, think about Madison Beer, for instance. She has gotten work done, but Madison Beer is so shockingly beautiful that it's been blamed for the downfall of her career as a musician.
What, that she's...
Because she's not relatable enough. But weirdly, Lauren Sanchez has conferred herself with some anomalous relatability because...
Can you explain that to me?
She's so insecure that she has altered her face to the point where it's monstrous.
So is the idea that Madison Beer would have worked better at a time when unattainable beauty was the case du jour for pop music?
Probably, yeah. I mean, even like Sabrina Carpenter, for instance, very beautiful, like top tier, but she has some idiosyncrasies that don't fit the convention, right? She's very petite. She doesn't look like a supermodel.
Okay. And the idea here is that you can't sell
the music. There are
music.
elements of her that you can see in yourself as a normal girl.
So you can't sell they can't sell Madison Beer to women because they don't see any of themselves in them. Well, then, I mean, that's interesting considering the fact that most of the time when people have that discussion about representation, they kind of scoff at it and they say that representation doesn't matter, at least in movies. Because as long as the story is good, I can relate to any character as long as they're telling a great story. It doesn't matter if he has something similar to me. If he sees something. I was literally watching a skit the other day on Instagram, and the guy was drinking like the Rio Monster, and I was like, I feel so seen right now.
Well, I mean,
but men obviously see this very differently than women.
Yeah, we're talking about the way that like a female audience would respond to a Lauren Sanchez. If you ask men what they think of Lauren Sanchez, do you think most men would find her attractive if we had to go on a binary scale?
Yes.
Most men would find Lauren Sanchez attractive in her current form?
It depends on which photo. Are we talking about the freaking jigsaw photo?
Let's talk about what she really looks like. Not anything photoshopped, just what she really looks like in her current form. 55-year-old Lauren Sanchez post-op.
Yeah, on the
all the ops.
On the internet, no. In the real world, I'm sure if you went to the average sports bar and polled all the dudes there, yeah, probably. Yeah, I do.
That is crazy. Because, I mean, I just think it's disturbing when someone goes
I mean,
these
she's
extremes.
not fat, so that alone puts her ahead of a lot of
Fair
people.
enough.
So, and again, most of the time, I do think that that kind of falls into the scale of like, when you ask men, do you find this person attractive? The question is, would you be interested in having sex with this woman, and would you be interested in settling down with this woman?
Sure.
And those are two different questions that you get.
She certainly fits the bill for Jeff Bezos, who proposed to her.
But he had his own steroid glow up, right? He looks vastly different than he looked 10 years ago.
He still looks like a normal person, though. Like
yes,
he doesn't look like a bionic sex bot.
But guys don't. That's not how guys change their appearance.
Yeah.
Guys change their appearance in different physical ways.
Link Lauren posted this video of Jeff Bezos.
This is what interrupted
Lauren
us earlier,
Sanchez.
by the way. This is
They're, I believe, guests at a wedding, and he says the body language, he knows she's performing for the cameras, way too thirsty. Few weeks left to call off the wedding. We'll see. Do you think this is fake?
Do I think this whole thing is fake? No.
Well, that she's playing it up for the cameras,
yes.
and that he doesn't like it?
Oh, that he doesn't like it? Or is he just trying to look...
That's the body language analysis that they're doing
Is he just trying to look aloof?
It's hard to tell.
No, you know what it is right now? He's like, the green line test. The green line test. Don't break the green line test. I have to...
Here are some of the comments. Save yourself, Jeff. You can find another woman easily. She can be replaced with someone better. He doesn't love her. He is in love with someone else. He's not going to marry her. I'd be dying to know who this other woman is.
He's going to call off the wedding like right before it happens.
Why did he pick her? An ostentatious, needy, self-centered with histrionic personality disorder. Wow, people really do not support Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez.
They don't like the fact that he left his previous wife.
Well, anytime photos of Jeff's ex-wife are placed side by side with Lauren Sanchez, they're like, why would he ever leave her? She looks...
She was a perfectly normal-looking, conventionally attractive woman. Gave half of her billions.
She was taller than him, though.
Was she?
I believe so. Yeah, you can tell in the photos that she was taller than him. So maybe he couldn't handle that. Maybe it made him insecure.
And she gave half her money to leftist causes, and people love that when she took half his money.
I think that for Jeff Bezos, it's more about the way that being with Lauren Sanchez makes him feel about himself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a form of...
it's a confidence booster for him.
Because
he was always the nerd. He has changed his identity by being with her.
Well, that's what I meant. Like when I say that he got himself into good physical shape, when he went out and found the complete opposite of what he had before, which is like he went from a very down-to-earth girl next door woman to a sex doll, that he is kind of telling on himself. It's a self-report.
Yeah.
In the chat, I enjoyed this. Let me find this here. Comatose says, his image is a matter of financial speculation. If he's too out of control in his public response, it could affect his stock price.
Out of control?
If he's acting out in public, if he looks like he's going to make bad decisions, yeah, absolutely.
If he looks like he's drinking too much, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he might have been completely slizzard in that video, but you'd never know because he has to stay perfectly still. Yeah. Can't even give her so much as a kiss on the cheek.
I would be interested. Did you see, who was the clip I just saw the other day of, I think it was somebody got married and they were bragging about not having a prenup. I think it was a basketball player.
Bragging about not having?
Yeah, about not having a prenup.
The woman was bragging?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just like, wow, that seems like a really bad idea because you're, like the fact that it's even a discussion that you're having on social media seems like a really bad idea.
I mean, it seems like a bad idea for that to even cross your mind when you're getting married. Shouldn't you just be thinking about being happy that you married this person?
You would think.
That's weird.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.